Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. I'm sitting at GTE 2013 with one of the coolest brands here, Hautlence. How's it going?
Hello Ariel, fine, thank you. Thank you for coming and visiting us.
Yeah, so this brand makes watches that are more complicated than you might think they are, but at the same time it's very simple to read them, and it's genuinely a cool alternative way of reading the time. So it really started. What was your first model?
This is the first model.
That's the first model.
Yeah. We have decided
the TV screen.
The TV screen, because first we have designed this this movement with the jumping hour, the retrograde minutes. So it was made like a line in a rectangular line. So we have decided just to put the gold around this movement after that. So that's why this TV screen shape was the first iconic.
Right. So let's talk more about how to read the time. So we have here a jumping hour and then a retrograde minute.
Yeah, and the particularity of this moment is that we have linked both complications with this connecting watch system, which is patented first, and also it was really difficult to make the jump with a full sapphire disc. So that's why it's really unique movement and unique way to display in that case.
When did the brand start? How many years ago was it?
It was in 2004. We have 2004 we have decided to create this brand made in architecture and design spirit and philosophy.
And so, okay, so now it's 2013. The brand's been around for a while. Where have you come? What are some of the challenges you've had? What are some of the best parts of running the brand?
We have done the great success since the beginning in few parts in the world. The biggest challenge first was to make it work.
Right.
So designing, finding the suppliers to realize it, to assemble everything was really a nightmare. But even we were able to deliver in October 2005. We have already had a good success with Russian customer, with a Singaporean customer. Everywhere in the world was kind of UFO. It was something so unique. If you remember, in 2004 there was just Uwerk and Richard complètement quasi.
Well, that's when right. And
it was in the beginning.
You had things like the Big Bang, but it was still a standard watch.
Yeah.
It came down to it.
Yep.
So yeah, I remember back in 2004, you were very innovative, and it was very, very cool, and people were like, they didn't know what to make of it. Yeah, it was cool. And then I remember I first saw the brand maybe in 2008 or 9. It was the first time I held it. And I was impressed at how easy it is, the depth of the dial, just fantastic.
Yeah, always playing the layers in the 3D. That's why in the new collection we launched this year.
This is the steel one?
Yeah, this is the steel one, and we have...
how many steel watches have you had?
This is the first one.
This is the first steel watch. So what is the entry-level price of Hautlence?
It's $30,000 now.
$30,000. And what's the average price?
It's going up to 240 with the HL2, which is the masterpiece in white gold.
240,000 is the top price. What is the average price, you would say?
It's 60,000.
About 60,000.
Yeah. But as we are continuing to grow with many optional products in titanium and steel, we'll have an average price roughly at $30,000 to $40,000 in 2-3 years.
That's very cool. How many watches a year do you think you're making?
So since 2009 we have reduced the production. The best year was 300 watch in 2008.
Right.
After that we have reduced to clarify the distribution.
So under 300 watches.
Yes, exactly. And
so
now
it's very exclusive.
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
In 2013 we will produce 250 just to relaunch everything with the new entry price. And I think the average in 10 years will be 800, for example.
Okay, so that's your goal.
Okay, yeah.
800 to 1,000,
yeah, with many range of products and price, yeah.
That's good. So you're at the point where you're confident that that's going to happen.
Yes. With the good retailers network we are building now, with the confidence of the customer, because we have a really good relationship with the end consumer, because they love the brand, they are continuing to purchase the new items we produce, so it's really a family.
That's good. And like I said a few minutes ago when we were talking, you've really got over that hump where it's not about survival and creation, but now it's about growing and working. Let me ask you, so from the watches, how many of the components or how much of the watch are you making in-house now?
So we don't tool. That means we don't produce any parts, because we have decided to be masters of the design and the conception. So what we do in-house is to make the 3D design, the drawings, the prototypes, assembling, control quality, but we are located in Neuchâtel area, which is the best place to have all the suppliers around. So we have the 45 suppliers at 30 kilometers around Neuchâtel. So it's really easy and convenient to make it
And, you know,
here.
isn't that, would you agree with me that the Swiss watch industry, at least traditionally, was about working together?
Yeah.
Different companies helping
Exactly.
each other out?
It's a family style. We are really close of every supplier working with us is really a friend. We have a good relationship, so it's a family style business. So that's why, let's say we are in-house designers and Neuchâtel area suppliers making this real. So this is the new baby. Come on,
Yeah,
this is
so
the big one.
let's finish our conversation talking about,
Yeah.
as you said, the masterpiece.
Yeah.
This is the HL 2.2. I remember when this first came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, we have presented the first prototype in 2010.
Right.
This watch was such difficult to develop. We have done 4 years and a half working on the movement in-house.
And this one's still a prototype for this version.
This is the new release. So this is the rose gold one is now on delivery. This is the new prototype with the titanium and the sapphire dial. So this is the new release. So this one is a prototype on the case, but the movement is okay. This is the final
Okay,
movement.
so tell us a little bit about this watch. What is it? I'll give you the watch.
Yeah.
Tell us the various features about what the HL 2.2 is, because I mean, I think just looking at it, it's hard to explain. There's a lot of little hidden parts in the watch.
What we have done here is to continue the research in the jumping hour and retrograde minutes.
Okay.
In the first collection, we were playing in 2 dimensions with the layers on the dial, but it was a disc, connecting rod, and the hand. Here we have a 3-dimensional movement because you can see here on the chain, this is a jumping hour chain with 12 figures. The 12 hours are on
And
on
each
link.
hour is on a chain and it
Exactly,
moves.
and it will move. But what we have done to make it
Can you show
spectacular,
us?
yes, we have done a link, a visible link between the chain and the escapement bridge. So you will see every hour you can see the escapement turning with a chain. So it's a jumping carousel. Here I will move the minutes to set the time, and you will see the rotation of the escapement to reach a new position with 60 degree, a new angle of 60 degrees.
So the escapement column is turning as the hours change.
Exactly.
Right.
So every hour you will have a new position of the escapement. So that's why we have designed this full transparency case.
Yeah,
which
so you have
is-
this like it almost looks like it's wrapping around there. There's sapphire crystal all around the corner there. Look at the back. That's fantastic. Now my favorite part is, and you'll tell more about this, is that it's an automatic.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's an automatic because after the manual winding using some standard movement and components, we wanted to develop a full in-house design movement. So we use the double edge spring from Stroman, the mother balance wheel here, which is really traditional, in a completely contemporary engine. And for this engine, we have developed our own automatic winding movement system with this beautiful arrangement and conception of this watch. So the design is really made around this automatic movement. What we have done for this complication, which is really, we need a lot of energy. So we have done a twin barrel. One barrel is for the chronometry, one barrel is for the animation. So what we can see is the automatic winding movement will work on the chronometry part, and the second barrel will work on the energy for the complication. So
That's fantastic. So how many of the HL 2.2s can you make a year?
So this is the problem because now we have delivered roughly 20 pieces on the world with the white gold and the rose gold version, and this one is the new release that we will sell in May. But we can just produce 2 a month.
Two a month?
Yeah, which is not enough. So we will work with other partners to have a better production and to improve the deliveries. So my goal is to deliver 30 to 35 a year.
Fantastic. Okay, so these have been Hautlence watches. I hope you've had an interesting time with an overview. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ariel. See you next time. Bye-bye.